So
because
it's like
she
a safety
knows
plan.
Because she knows about the secret society.
Yes.
There.
So she is a part of the secret society.
Dude,
Yes! I fucking
get that?
You
Oh
get
my
so much
god,
of this.
dude. All night Emma's been swapping through the photos on her phone and like laughing to herself, and I've been hearing like random bits of like the audio, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I have lots of screen caps, and I'm just gonna ask Cindy to like describe the characters, tell us what's going on. I focused only on the City of Bones movie because like in my mind Shadowhunters TV is not canon. Why don't I show you the movie poster? So this is the movie poster.
You have been chosen. The Mortal Instrument, City of Bones. You have been chosen. Isn't that divergent? So, Shadowhunters, The Mortal Instruments, aka City of Bones. It has like 3 names for some reason. But basically, there's this girl, and she's not like other girls, you know? All the other girls, they just want to party, and they act like typical teenagers and get drunk, and she's just not about that life. She's just like, man, all I want to do is just curl up and read a book. But then this friend drags her to a party, and she's like, ugh, I don't want to go, but I'll go anyway because peer pressure. When she's there, she sees that hot blonde guy that looks like Matthias from Six of Crows. She's like, holy shit, are you Matthias from Six of Crows? He's like, no, wrong book, bitch. And she's like, oh shit, okay. Oh wait, actually, they kind of look like the alternate version of Nina and Matthias.
I could totally see that. What a parallel. So
I thought that was a scar on his forehead, but it was just like a really strong muscle that was like popping out. Well, okay, some shit happens at the party. Like, I think she, I don't know. She sees someone, she sees shadows, and she's like, yo, what the fuck is that shadow? And she's like, let me chase after that shadow. She goes inside some like storage closet. She sees shadows floating around. She's like, what's going on? And then this blonde guy is there, and he's like, you're not supposed to see that unless you're a shadow hunter. She's like, what's a shadow hunter? And he's like, no other mortal has ever been a shadow hunter before. She just thinks they're like drugged up kids. He kind of looks like drugged up anyway. She gets into these random entanglements. It's like this society of demon hunters who chase after these shadows to exterminate them. And if you're in the society, you have like this tattoo on like I guess your chest or something. For some reason in this world the clouds are also in the shape of that tattoo. I think one of them is gay. I'm guessing the brunette one is gay. The other girl is like, she's the bitchy yet she's like a tough love kind of gal, you know? She's like, I don't know why you're wasting time with that redhead because she's too naive for this. Like, she can't handle what we do. But then the blonde guy's like, no, I think we gotta give her a chance.
I so want to tell you the parts that you're right about.
I feel like people watching this are gonna think we're drunk.
No, oh my gosh.
And the guy in the glasses, I don't know, I don't really care for him. I guess he's like the brains behind the group. He tries to like...
glasses?
Yeah. But I think he might be morally gray. And I feel that way because when I see his pursed lips...
He's got that nice smolder.
Yeah, he's got that smolder. The redhead and the blonde guy, they're endgame.
Okay. I feel like that's a good solid place.
And the brunette guy is gay.
Let's say that like this is the party. What is causing her to scream?
Okay, so she's at the party, right?
Yeah.
This is when she just saw some weird like shadows like flitting around.
Okay.
She's like, yo, what the fuck is this? She opens the closet. There's a fucking like dead body and these shadows are like fucking like, I don't know.
Wait, they're fucking?
No, they're not fucking. They're like, I don't know, they're like trying to steal his soul like a succubus or some shit. Basically, she's screaming because she's at a club and she saw a dead body and some shadows are like fucking around with a dead body. Okay. Metaphorically, not physically. Yeah.
Sounds solid. So I'm going to give you like a little bit of context in between, but nothing that would give you any indication of the story.
This is just for me to piece
so I'm going to say
together.
This is the next morning after the alleged party.
Right, okay, yeah. So at this point, she's like, wait, what the fuck? Huh, that's weird.
I think that's exactly what she's thinking too.
Yeah. Weird. She went home that night, right? She's like, oh my god, I can't believe that shit fucking happened. It must be a dream. I'm gonna go to sleep and everything will be okay. She wakes up, but then all of a sudden, there are all these signs around her room because some weirdo broke into her house and took the time to like wheat paste this symbol. They fucking drew it on crayon and like just pasted it all over.
Like just to fuck with her?
I think it was like a threat, you know, because she saw too much. You saw too much, and now this is like a warning.
Yeah,
because like we're part of like the secret society.
I love this symbol.
This is the
so
symbol.
Funny. I've never seen anyone do this before.
They're like, yo, this is part of the secret society, so don't fuck with us.
So later that day, she leaves her house with all of that, and then this is the next scene.
Okay, dude. Yeah, she's definitely.
I could not stop laughing because just looking at this guy, just staring in the window.
He's pulling some like Edward Cullen bullshit.
Yes.
The fuck? Okay, first of all, another clue. I think they're in New York because of all the taxi cabs. So she tries to like ignore the posters. She's like, some dude is just like fucking with me. He's like pranking me, whatever. And she's just trying to go about her life. She goes to a coffee shop because she works there part-time. And then she's just like, you know, making her coffee. She looks up and this motherfucker is just staring at her from the window. And she's like, oh my God, that's the guy that I saw at the club last night. But I thought he was dead because he was the dead guy that she saw.
Plot twist.
I know. The story writes itself, really.
We are going to switch over to an older woman's perspective real quick. We see her drinking this.
Wait, that's not the main character?
No, this is not the redhead.
Oh, shit. I can't tell white people apart. I'm sorry. We are seeing a different scene where you see her mother. Mm-hmm. And you think her mom is just like a regular suburban mom. She just packs lunch for the kids. But really, you don't know that she had ties with a secret society. Ooh. And she's drinking this liquor so that she can... it has something to do with the demons. Maybe it like enhances her powers or some shit like that. They make the potions in like these pineapple bottles that you can get from like West Elm. Yeah. But her daughter has no idea that she is part of this bigger story. So big that Cassandra Clare had to write several books about it. I only think that's her mom because I thought they were the same character.
Then just a few moments later, we go to this scene. There's the main girl. She's in a fridge. The house is destroyed. There's a fire. What occurred here?
She's starting to realize maybe this isn't like a prank anymore, and maybe the secret society is like legit. Basically, this is showing they know where she lives. Oh, maybe they took her mom too. I don't see her parents anywhere. Okay, I think maybe her house is getting fucked up, but she doesn't know like what's happening. It's kind of like a natural disaster that's happening, but it's not actually a natural disaster. It's like the demons fucking their shit up. So she's hiding in the... Wait, the fridge? That's a fancy fridge. Wow.
They got some money in
Brooklyn,
apparently.
Well, she got money, though. So she's hiding in the fridge the whole time because she has money. I think it's smart because if she's stuck there, she, like, has food to back her up. She got some ice cream. So she's just chilling. She's literally chilling in the fridge.
So you think it's the Shadowhunters that invaded her house?
No, I think
You think it's someone else?
I think it's the demons that have invaded her house. Okay. Because, like, all of this shit happening, she's not going to be able to take it anymore. And she's going to be like, I can't put up with this shit. I got to join the Shadowhunters so that we can defeat this force that's fucking up my house. Because this house was very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn real estate, like, something.
It is.
I am going to show you this scene. The context I will give you for this scene is that the redhead and the other boy are watching this.
Are watching them.
They're watching this happen.
So while all, like, her house is getting fucked up, and then that blonde boy appears again, and he's like, hey, listen, your mom is missing, your house is getting fucked up. If you want to fix this shit, you gotta follow me. And then they go to the headquarters of the secret society, and they peek through the little hole. And basically, the dudes that are wearing Hot Topic clothes, they're part of the secret society. They're the Shadowhunters. They're asking him to give up this information, and if he doesn't, they're gonna like smack the shit out of him and beat him up. They're basically trying to intimidate him right now with their Hot Topic clothes and tattoos. Oh yeah.
See, that's them looking through the thing.
Yep. So. And they're peeking through right now. But now I don't know, like, if they're all Shadowhunters, why are they peeking through?
I so badly want to tell you how
maybe those are the demons. I don't know.
So you think the people are the demons, or you think that they're the Shadowhunters?
I'm gonna stick with the people wearing Hot Topic clothes as the Shadowhunters.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you wear Hot Topic clothes, you would call yourself a Shadowhunter.
Okay, and so
wait, what's this movie called again?
City of Bones.
Wait, City of Bones. But wasn't there like
the Mortal Instruments?
Oh, the Mortal Instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the mortal. Oh. Never mind. I don't know.
I want to show you this picture. So this is like an old picture, and I want you to tell me like the story of these people. In the movie, like this leads into like a flashback.
Oh, okay. So when she and a blonde guy are traversing through the secret society's headquarters, he's teaching her about the history, about how the society was formed, and why they are morally ambiguous people. They come across this photograph. Those three people were the ones who had started the society. The lady with the long hair and the guy close to her, they are like lovers. And then the other guy, I guess he's just like the third wheel or something. Or maybe there's like a love triangle. I don't know. Maybe there was this whole story before the main girl was even born. Oh wait, or maybe that's her mom. Shit, I don't even know. Maybe she'll face them off at the end. But they're like the big bad guys.
I want to tell you how, like if you're doing good or bad so bad.
Don't tell me.
I know.
Don't tell me till the very end.
For this one, it's a GIF.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't give you much context, but I mainly want you to tell me
GIFs are fun.
About the third person in this, because this is someone we haven't seen before.
Okay. What the fuck?
Who that boy? Who he is?
He's like Voldemort's cousin, you know. That guy is one of the oldest members in the society. And you can tell he's the oldest because he has no hair. And he looks kind of like Voldemort. He can't speak. He got into like this really bad fight with one of the demons. And like they fucked up his lips. So now it's kind of like sewn shut. He's basically like if Voldemort had a nose, but sewn his lips shut.
That's a pretty fair representation.
Does he have eyeballs?
I have to say your investigative skills are like impressing the hell out of me with that much that you're noticing in this thing.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're picking up on a lot of context. So you think that he is one of the oldest original members of the yes. You think he's one of the oldest members of the Shadowhunter Society?
I think so. And I think he got into some really bad shit with one of the demons, and that's why his face don't look fucked up like that.
Do you have any idea why they're going to see him?
Because he's the oldest, that means he's also the wisest. They're trying to get advice on what to do to defeat demons that they're trying to hunt. The same demons that have been trying to fuck up her life and stole her mom away. She's trying to save her mom, basically.
Okay. So that's like the main plot.
Yeah, so she becomes a shadow hunter to save her mom.
I have a video. So this is while they're meeting with the old dude.
Okay.
The old dude who got fucked up by a demon.
Yeah.
And so this is something that happens there. And I want you to tell me, like, what they're figuring out, like, what is the reveal that they're trying to get at here. Okay, you know what? We can go all the way back there. You can see those flashes before.
Gary. Gary, you okay? Gary.
I told you this would be weird without any context. He says, the block is stronger than I thought it was. It can only be undone by the person who put it there. And he figures that out looking at this. She like faints to the floor.
Yeah.
She fucking draws this weird thing. What do you think they're figuring out right now?
The demon had contact with her.
Okay.
So she has something like belonging to the demon, and so that's why they're sticking to her, because she is like the tool that they need to get closer to that big demon to kill them off. They are in this weird ruins place. Mm-hmm. She's looking at like this symbol that's giving her flashbacks to her childhood. I think it was her childhood, because she was like, you know, a little girl on the stairs, and she was like just peeking out. There's something like in her blood or in her genes or in her body or something, because she's not aware that this is happening. So when she faints, that's like the power or whatever the fuck the demon gave her. And then she ended up drawing these symbols, but that's just the demon communicating. They're trying to get that part out of her without killing her.
Okay. I'm gonna say that from there, they go to I'll say another party, because we've established that there's a party in the beginning. So they go to a party and they leave, and this is the next scene. Why do you think he's all wrapped up, in distress?
That does not look like a party.
To make it easier, this is not at the party.
Right.
They go to a party, and then this is what happens after the party.
When she was at that party, some part inside of her that the demon had put in her got so strong and overtook her that she ends up chaining these other people without even realizing it. So either she's fainting and drawing weird shit on the ground, or she's chaining people up. And just now in this screenshot, she woke up and she's like, oh my god, I chained you up. Let me try to get it off. I don't want to be this monster.
So you think that she chained him up because of the demons?
Yes. Either the demons are manipulating her, but either way, this is the demon's fault.
Okay.
It's all the demon's fault.
Everything is the demon's fault. So then this is the next night. There's 2 people, and this is the dude who was chained up and who you called the brains.
Oh, he's the brains?
Yeah.
I don't think he's part of the secret society yet.
Okay.
They're trying to recruit him because just like her, he got into some bad shit.
Okay.
And now he's seen too much and he's got involved into too much. So now they're initiating him and being like, hey, you gotta join us. It's kind of like a pyramid scheme where like when you sign up for it, then you gotta get other people to sign up for it. I think this is how it operates.
They're recruiting him to join the society.
Yeah, because he got into some shit, obviously. With the chains
he got
and
like roped
everything.
into it. Okay.
Yeah, he literally got roped into it.
We have our first appearance of the brunette. He has her choked up against the wall.
As one would. He's pushing her up against the wall because they want to add sexual attention to the story. I think he's like the bad boy. The blonde guy might be more of like the friend who's like looking out after her, who's protective over her. He's the guy that will fuck her up. But maybe you want him to fuck her up.
So you think this is like a possible love interest here?
This is a possible love interest, but I still think that he could possibly be gay. He's threatening her, but it's supposed to be hot. My logical brain knows that this is problematic. My young adult brain is like, this is probably some shipping bullshit. He's threatening her, being like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Coming into my secret society.
Coming into my secret society.
With your demon hiding inside of you and manipulating you to do all these bad things.
You've made so many random dots around our floor that we've had to just paint over. We've had to remodel everything in our warehouse.
So he's just defending the society.
He seems like a tough, intimidating guy, but I think deep down he really cares for the people he chooses to care about. Even though he's intimidating, he's fiercely loyal.
I like that. So the next scene would be this one. Mm-hmm. She is going to Jace and he's shirtless.
So she's having doubts about the secret society.
Okay.
Because that other dude just fucking put her in the chokehold.
Oh wait, actually there's one in between that.
Oh, okay.
So there's also this one, which I missed a little bit.
What the fuck? You know, this kind of looks like the kind of shit that like Urban Outfitters would sell. Like you can pin this to your wall and it's just like a hand coming out.
Just to not confuse you, this has like no like super significant plot point.
Oh, you just thought it was funny?
I thought this was fucking hysterical.
I think she's very sad right now. Maybe she misses her family. Maybe she has a lot of doubts about whether she can accomplish her mission. She just feels lost in life. And then the blonde guy is able to transport himself into random places, sticks his hand out of a fucking dimension just to like graze her cheek so he can be like, hey, it's okay.
The most casual way to comfort a new friend. So we see her looking at a book.
Well, it looks like she's spying on something past the book.
Okay.
Oh, or maybe she's looking at this, but I don't know why she can't just stand like a normal person and just look at the book. That's why it feels like she's like spying on something from far away. She's trespassing somewhere. It's either a mansion or like a rich people's school.
I loves rich people's schools.
Yeah, they do. She's trying to find some secret documents. Oh, maybe she's like at a library. She's trying to find some secret documents pertaining to the secret society. She's going through like old books, but then she hears a noise because people are coming and she's like, oh shit. So then she ducks and then she hears a conversation and then she peeks her head out and that's the scene that's happening right now.
Okay. So can you give any guesses as to what she is finding out in this scene?
She is... Even I don't know what the fuck is going on in this scene.
You've done so well up until this point, though.
She is overhearing a conversation from other members of the society where she is starting to suspect that the people in the photograph, at least the myth that was told about them, is not necessarily true. For example, if the myth was that they fought some epic battle and now they've died, that's actually not true because they're actually alive. So it's basically some big like revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she wasn't supposed to know, but she did because she was at the right place at the right time, like what
So
usually
convenient.
happens in YA books.
So then she goes to see Jace.
Yeah, okay, so she just heard something real juicy and she's like, yo, I gotta tell
spill the
Jace.
tea.
I gotta spill the tea. So she's like, hey Jace, I gotta tell you something. And then he's like, what? I just took a shower.
So casual.
He's like, what? And she's like, but then she takes like a full second to like look at all the tattoos on his chest because fan service. But every tattoo is important because each tattoo, let me look at this shit. Man, I wish I fucking knew. Oh, he got like the Harry Potter scar on his arm. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, a G. He's got a G on his above his man titties. He's got, okay, well, first, his heart has the logo of the secret society. Yeah, because basically, when you join the society, you have to get the tattoo. That's how you get initiated into it. Maybe every time he loses, like, a loved one or some, like, major event or loss happens to him, he gets a tattoo to commemorate that. Each tattoo has like a story and has some significance to it.
Clary just found out some juicy tea about the Shadowhunters. And
about the Shadowhunters Guild.
Let's say this is after Clary tells Jace the secret. This is like their next step. I want you to tell me, who is this woman? What is her purpose? What is she doing in life?
I think she was like a librarian or some shit. She was a librarian or like a bank worker or something. But then her building got fucked up, kind of like how the main girl's house got fucked up earlier. Yeah. But this time, this lady didn't have a fridge to hide in. So she got fucked up and now she's like...
She's pissed.
Well, I think something happened to her.
So
like,
you think she's scared?
I think the demon got to her and now she's like, she has some of that bad blood in her. I don't know.
So you think
now this is turning into like zombies.
So you think that the demon is taking her over?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for now.
Okay. We're almost done. We're like closing on the end of the story.
Wow.
Here. So then we have this scene with two characters.
Basically, while the main girl and her blonde little boyfriend are going on their little adventures, we cut to the scene showing these more intimidating, possibly evil characters plotting in the midst of it. Among these characters, we have this guy who looks like the butler for Batman. He looks like his name would be Eames. The other guy is like Johnny Depp.
Literally my first thought.
Really? He wore a jacket, but he forgot to wear a shirt. Eames is like trying to make Johnny Depp drink something out of a chalice. And it's probably the same thing. No, wait, maybe it's not. But I'm just gonna say it. It's probably the same thing that her mom drank earlier. It's some kind of drug that will enhance his powers, but he might lose his sanity.
Fair. So...
Wait, was that the guy that put her in a chokehold? Or is that a different guy?
No, a different character.
Okay. I really
They're
can't...
all white and brunette.
I know,
they all look
I'm
the
sorry.
same. So we have the main
wow.
character and the guy we just saw. So are you going to tell me, like, what's the context here?
Ew.
My first thought when I screen capped this is like, oh, this is a little weird.
I would rather have her be with the blonde guy because I feel like he's always had her back since the beginning. He's always been watching after her. All the rest of the guys are just like kind of being skeevy on her. He is trying to intimidate her and he is whispering a threat to her ear. If you venture any further, you're gonna die. And she's just like super uncomfortable because his breath is too close to her ear and he has no sense of personal space. And she's like, man, I miss my blonde friend. Wait, is that a rat tail?
It's his hair. So for some bizarre reason unknown to absolutely anyone, his hair is like braided, but he also has he has like a normal haircut and then he just has really weird long braided pieces.
That's a rat tail. Ew. He's extra skeevy now. I think the society is planning on doing something with her. When they had that secret meeting with Eames was like, you better get that redhead. Just like eliminate
Fuck
her.
a bitch up. This is basically like pretty much the end of the movie. Like this right here is like the climax.
Oh.
So
Damn,
I
what
want
happened
you
to the
tell
blonde
me-
guy?
So
Aw.
I want to know
I'll
if you can
sum
give
it
me
up.
like a little sum up. Remember, it's like there's like 6 more books in the story, so it's not like you have to fully wrap it up.
This movie was basically an introduction to the Shadowhunters universe, and it's told through the perspective of someone who is completely new to it. She ended up in this situation because she saw some shit she shouldn't have in the club, and ever since then, it's changed her life forever because she is now connected to the secret society and to the demons that are terrorizing her life and her family. The only clarity she really has throughout the story is this blonde guy who's like following her and looking out for her and trying to protect her. Maybe he's trying to like go against it.
The blonde guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just fucking making shit up. But they're tag teaming now. And so they're wandering around talking to other people from the secret society while more demons are fucking up strangers and random pedestrians. So the longer they wait, the more dangerous it's gonna be because these demons be fucking shit up everywhere. She is joining the Shadowhunters so that she can save the world. I think there's like inner turmoil going on within the secret society. Even though their mission is to eliminate these demons, I think that not all of them are on the same side with each other. And I think a lot of the characters, like that skeezy guy with a rat tail, are morally ambiguous. Because if you see someone with a rat tail, you know their morals are just like out the door. I do think that even though they are all part of the Shadowhunters, there are some characters that have their own agenda.
The blonde guy and the redhead are teaming up to fight against the...
Well, I think they were
Shadow?
together, but I think something happened between the two of them because he wasn't there anymore. So I think maybe like they got separated, so now she's on her own. And the second movie, well, if there were a second movie, she would try to find him again. But she knows that like not all Shadowhunters can be trusted. The only person you can really trust is a blonde guy. I feel like out of all the characters, I like him best. I feel like he is the most trustworthy. He's very dependable and reliable. The guy that put her in a chokehold, I feel like is too much for me. Like
He's extra.
I'm sure like he'll end up begrudgingly accepting her later or maybe being on her side later, but he's too much. And then the glasses guy, I still don't really care for him. That was the whole summary. How did I do, Emma?
I have to say, you didn't do horrible. I would give you at least like a 50% or maybe even 60. Like, I think you really got some like core details. I was shocked. I was like, you will watch back and I will like look at the camera and I'm like, I can't believe she just like got this. You did a really good job guessing. So I'll quickly give you a little overview.
So, the main girl's name is Claire.
Yes.
And
her
then
name is Clary.
Oh,
and his
Clary.
name is Jace.
Jace. Before we get into this, I just want to say that I trust Jace. I think that no matter what happens, she's fucking endgame with him because he's been there since the beginning. I fuck with him.
I so want to know like what your thoughts would be finding out everything that happened and like if you still are like, Jace is my guy, and like this is the bad guy. Like I'm so curious.
I don't know, maybe like it changes later on, but at least in the first movie, he seems like a decent dude.
With Clary screaming, they are at a club. She is witnessing someone die. So
yes!
Yes! She sees Jace, Alec, which is the brunette, and Isabel, which is the girl. And unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of Isabel content because she's like totally excluded from the movie and it wasn't cool. It's like not a prominent character in the movie.
That's because like 2 girls is too many female characters.
Because
what if their periods sync up? You know, then that gets
too much extra.
That gets in the way of shadow hunting business.
Clary sees Jace, Alec, and Isabel all murder someone.
Oh.
So she sees them.
Did this happen in a storage closet?
In the books, yes. Which is why it's weird. Yes, she follows them off to another room. In the movie, like it happens like in the middle of the club.
That's discreet. Oh.
Yeah.
Because she can only see them?
Yes.
Oh shit, okay.
So then she wakes up the next morning and all of these things are around her room. The reason that they are there is because as I will describe later, there is this subconscious thing going on with her mind. And so she drew all of these in her sleep without knowing.
Oh.
So she's like writing the symbol and she wakes up and she like has no idea like why these are all here. We get to the scene, which he is looking in at her through a coffee shop window.
Yeah.
Which is so wild that you guessed that it was a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh my god, like this dude is following me. I just saw him murder someone. Like what happened with the mom is I feel like I could.
She is the mom?
Yes, this is the mom.
Wow! Oh my god.
You were correct that someone does break into their house.
Okay.
And so she drinks this. Instead of it giving her powers though, it puts her to like an unwakeable sleep. She is like passed out and the guys take her.
Why does she drink it then?
Because she knew that they were coming after her and that way they couldn't interrogate her or get any of the information that she knows.
Because she knows about the secret society?
Yes. So she is a part of the secret society.
Dude!
Yes! I
Get that?
You
Oh
get
my
so much
god,
of this.
dude!
Then
Okay,
there's
cool,
the scene where Clary is there and her house is destroyed, but I wanted to show you the clip of this because it's just so ridiculous. This is me like just like a little puppy, right?
I feel like this is what you see when you get a little fucked up and you're like, oh my god.
She took some shrooms and now she's just like
Yeah. Whoa.
So the demon's coming after her.
she got that bug spray.
So she's turning all the fumes on. She gets a lighter.
She thinks quick.
Just watch it. So he spills the fluid. She's in the fridge, her safety room.
So she just planned all of that.
Apparently. That whole plan
Damn,
is just
she
so
went all
ridiculous.
like Bill Nye on that dog.
In this situation, she's like, okay, I need to take this bug spray and this lighter fluid and turn on the stove and light it.
When you're being chased down by a monster, the first thing you think
That's
of is a science experiment.
Yes.
She improvises really
She's
well.
resourceful.
She is resourceful.
Jay shows up. He helps her kill the demon. So after they hook up or whatever.
They hook up?
No, like I just mean like they
damn it.
They get together.
All right, okay.
She realizes that he's trustworthy. He's like, I'm gonna protect you, Clary.
I knew it.
So
my boy Jace.
What happens next is this scene. This is Luke. He is Clary's mom's friend.
Tortured for information, right?
Yes, tortured for information, literally. So these are the two guys that broke into Clary's house and took her mother.
Are they the Shadowhunters?
They are Shadowhunters, but they're not good Shadowhunters. You're right
so
about
the
there
secret
being
society does have
bad
different.
guys in the Shadowhunters, yeah.
Okay, so there's like inner turmoil going on, right?
Yes,
dude.
You got so much.
Oh
of
my
this
god!
right.
Oh my god!
What she is hiding is that she knows about this thing called the Mortal Cup. Clary finds this photo, which is of her mother, Luke, and this is the guy at the end of the movie. The story behind this is that this guy named Valentine married Clary's mother.
They were a couple. Then.
Yeah, they were a couple.
Cool.
He was basically like super racist, huge bigot,
Ew.
power crazy.
Honestly, not surprised with that rat tail.
He creates this group called the Circle. They basically start torturing like the werewolves and the vampires in this world. She basically leaves the Shadowhunter world. Like everyone thinks that she's dead. Valentine fakes his own death. And so like the circle dissipates. This is a silent brother. They are considered like the librarians because they hold all the knowledge, which you also said. So they are going to the City of Bones because they've realized that Clary has something is holding her memory. And they need to unlock her memories in order to find out where her mother is to find the Mortal Cup. So that's when we get to that scene where
because something is holding holding
so there's
her
a block on her mind. Something's holding her memories.
Oh,
and so Jace looks at all those dots.
Yeah.
Has this supernatural power where he can read the inverted image of text or whatever.
Wait, so that says Bane? Wait.
So that says Bane. So basically she drew the spaces between like those are the circles in the B and then the A.
Oh.
So this warlock named Magnus Bane put a block on her mind. They go to a party at Magnus Bane's house in order to get him to undo it. The vampires take Simon, who is the guy with glasses.
Glasses?
Yes.
Oh, who is her friend?
So yes, he is her like childhood best friend. She's total mundane.
That's why I still don't care for him.
Their reasoning for chaining him up is because they wanted to use him as bait to get Clary because they want the cup.
Oh.
No fucking idea why they want the cup because it's a Shadowhunter item. It's just one of the weird things about the movie. Moving on, we have this scene. You were right, he is gay.
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it!
I can't believe you guessed all of these like minute details.
I didn't get the obvious shit, like that was her friend that she was trying to save, but I was like, yo, he's gay.
You know, he's giving her a tough time, like, you need to go home, like, you're just causing problems for us. She says, the fact is that you're in love with Jace and you're jealous, and that's why you're acting like this to me.
Oh, shit.
So he basically pins her up against the wall and is like, if you ever say that again, I'll kill you.
Oh
so
my
basically,
God.
she figures out that he's gay, so
Wow.
he retaliates immediately. And he also doesn't want Jace, who is, like, his best friend.
Is he kind of like what I described about how he's like super intimidating, but he's like fiercely loyal to the people he chooses to be loyal to?
That's also why he doesn't want Clary there. There's this scene, and what has happened is that Clary and Jace have just kissed for the first time. Like, things are getting steamy, they have a moment. They walk back to Clary's room, and Simon is in there. So he opens the door to them kissing, and we find out that Simon's in love with Clary.
Oh, of course he would.
Of course, the best friend's in love with the main character.
But guess what? I still don't give a shit. All right, let's move on.
Literally, me watching that movie at 17, I'm like, who is this bitch? I don't care. Yeah. Simon leaves in a huff, like he's upset because Clary doesn't feel the same way about him.
Oh, I'm in the friend zone.
Seriously. So what is happening in this scene afterwards is Clary is drawing because she's an artist. She discovers that she has the ability to put things into paper. She had a cup of tea and she put it on her paper and it sank into the paper.
Oh, interesting.
And so she's sinking underneath because she's like, where did this cup go? And she realizes that it's on the paper. The runes on Shadowhunters give them magical abilities. This is like the like angelic rune. Like this is like the rune for stamina. Like they have like a lot of ones like that.
What's the G for?
I don't fucking know. It's not a G, but I literally don't know what that rune is. Like I cannot tell you.
What about the Harry Potter scarf?
Also don't know what that one is. These are all runes that I can see, but I have no idea what is on either of the arbs. They go meet this woman who is actually Clary's downstairs neighbor. Her mom gave Madame Dorothea these tarot cards, so she's gonna get them back. But what she discovers is that Madame Dorothea is a demon.
I knew there was something fucking wrong with her.
She's all fucked up. So basically a demon has taken over her body.
I fucking knew there was something wrong with her.
So there's this big fight scene, but they get the cup. They hand the cup to this guy who is like the tutor at the Institute. And what we find out is that, surprise, surprise, he's in league with Valentine.
So they are evil.
Yes, so Valentine is not dead.
What about that one scene where like the hand is just like...
Oh my god. So it's Jace's hand.
Oh, okay.
And
oh
he is caressing her face.
Dude.
You're in the Institute and there is this thing called a portal. You step through it and you can teleport basically. It'll take you anywhere you want to go as long as you are envisioning it. This is how Jace decides to describe to Clary how it works.
No peeking.
No peeking. I liked him better when I didn't hear him.
So he puts a little bubble of water.
Aww.
We got the dramatic violin music.
She's like, the fuck do I do with this? Ew. There was like a squish noise.
just stroking her face.
That's the face I make when like strangers hit on me and I have to like, that was just to show off the portal.
Literally just to show off the portal.
I think he was just flexing to try to
literally
impress her.
just flexing. It was a hard flex moment. What happens at the end of this movie after the whole demon battle and everything?
Ugh.
We find out that Valentine is Clary's father.
Ew!
Yes.
That makes the scene even grosser.
I know, right?
Ugh.
I actually just realized I forgot to show you this clip, but I will show it to you. So this happens at some point with Valentine and Jace. And what we find out is that Jace has believed that he is a Wayland is his last name, but it's actually Morgenstern, which is Valentine's last name. So it turns out that Jace and Clary are siblings.
What?
Yes.
Fuck! Oh
and
my
so
God.
what happens in that scene where Valentine is holding Clary is she like collapses because she just found out that they're siblings.
Oh shit, that's awkward.
Yeah.
So, are they endgame?
Do you want me to tell you? We find out in the third book that they're not actually siblings.
Oh, thank fucking God.
I guess I look in your eyes and you're like, Emma, why is your biggest sibling? And so what we find out in the third book is that while Clary is the daughter of Jocelyn and Valentine, Jace is kind of like Valentine's adoptive son.
So they're like step siblings.
Basically.
But it's not like they grew up together.
Yeah, no.
So it's not that weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, okay, like maybe it gets a pass.
Did Cassandra Clare just decide to put that in a cliffhanger just to like add tension? Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, I don't know if I should ship them or not.
Yeah, a big part of the second book is like they
the
think that they're siblings and we all think that they're siblings.
Yeah, so then they're like, no, we shouldn't. Wait, but then are there still romantic scenes while they think they're siblings?
Honestly, reading it as an adult, Clary is actually the one who is like, this is wrong. This would like fuck up our lives. Like we have to like try and like be cordial with each other as like brother and sister.
Yeah.
And Jace is like, but I love you and I have feelings for you. And then there is one kiss in the third book where it's like, I don't give a shit if we're siblings.
Yeah,
like let's just let it
YOLO.
go. And then they find out later that they're not siblings.
Okay, well, good for them.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out for them.
Me too. So they are end.
They are end game.
But they're not siblings, which is a good
honestly,
thing.
they don't even look like they're related at all.
I know, but you did really well. I'm shocked with how good you did.
I feel like you picked the right, you put some thought into what screencasts
I tried,
show.
yeah. I'm glad that you found them satisfactory.
It
and they clearly worked.
Yes, it was a team effort.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, cool. So that was the plot of Shadowhunters, my version, and then the actual plot of Shadowhunters.
I would love to read a book that is just your version of Shadowhunters, like a parody.
I feel like that book would be terrible. How do you feel about like all the characters? Because I like Jace. The brunette, he's like too much for me. I think he ends up with someone later though. Like, I mean, he's gotta be. Otherwise, that's too sad. And then the guy with the glasses, I still don't give a shit about him. And I feel like nobody gives a shit about him.
Yeah.
Is that correct? What's the fandom consensus among these characters and these ships?
Clary and Simon date for a short time in the second book.
Oh, the friend?
So,
oh, yeah, because she's like, well, it's either my brother or my
best
friend.
But most people, like, agree that, like, Clary and Simon, like, weren't, like, a thing that was gonna work out.
I mean, they seem very vanilla, right?
Yeah, so very vanilla. He's a good guy. Love me some Simon. Like,
really?
I did not like him when I first started reading because I was like, anyone who threatens Clary and Jace is, like, deserves to die.
What brought about the change where you were, like, suddenly chill with him?
The later books of this series,
he gets better.
He's just like
he gets a personality.
Yeah, he's like not like pining after Clary the whole time. Alec, still gay as ever, ends up dating the warlock Magnus Bane.
Whoa!
Wow.
He's
like 800 years old.
Oh my god. Yeah, because I was like, isn't Magnus Bane like super old?
Yeah. So.
Good for him.
Simon and Izzy end up getting together in the end.
That's kind of sweet that like the bad bitch ends up with like the sweet childhood best
friend.
friend.
Oh my god, it's really sweet. So much drama though.
I know. It sounds like so much drama. I feel like that was a whole journey that he's experienced.
And it's basically only the first book.
You know, I think just from what I've heard about the story, I can definitely see it being like just like a guilty pleasure kind of read.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had read this when I was like a teenager, it would have been super fun to like imagine like what if this was a world where there were like all of these creatures.
Yeah, what if I was the girl?
What if I was a shadow hunter? What if my memories were just blocks? Oh, and I guess that makes sense because then there's the appeal where like you can see yourself
exactly
being in, like maybe I think my life is ordinary because I'm just being blocked. I don't know.
Literally, like, all 17-year-old Emma, like, just waiting every single day for Shadowhunter to show up and tell me that I was destined for more.
I think that's the appeal of, like, a lot of very popular, like, YA stories, like Harry Potter, and then this story where you want to feel like you're immersed in this world.
Twilight, too.
Yeah, where you feel like this could happen to you. Or it's like escapism.
Yes,
in a way.
totally.
Yeah, this would totally be like the kind of book that my teenager self would want to like imagine myself to be in.
For sure.
So yeah, I understand the appeal now. Like I knew nothing about the books, but I can definitely understand why people like love it so much.
I'm so glad you come away with, oh, like this is like I see why people like this as opposed to this is fucking dumb. Like
no, I mean I think if obviously there's a huge fan base for it and then there must be a reason for why there is, and now I just know that reason. Thanks for joining me at like midnight in my hotel.
Of course. Listen, I will do anything to talk about Shadowhunters.
Yeah. I suggested this idea and Emma was like super
on
into
board.
It.
Oh my god.
Maybe if we ever like collab again, we could take like Shadowhunter quizzes or whatever.
Gosh, yeah.
Pretty sure I still won't have much context. I guess that's about it for the video. Hopefully this was entertaining. I feel like it was.
I think it definitely was entertaining.
I learned a lot. I was educated. I feel like you could teach like a college elective class on this. You know how like colleges have like those random electives?
Yeah,
you could totally be an instructor for that.
Oh my god. Any universities want to hire me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's about it. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? We got to end this war. Brother, my brother.